Thank you, MC. Thank you, Abau Mai. I am very humbled and very honored. Laube Hari Lau Mai Be, Lau Gu vision, Lau Gu plan, Abau Ita Hanamoa. How can we build a new Abau? How can we fix the Abau? Plan Lau Edina Raya. Choice by Omiemi. Each individual wants. Lau Gu campaign platform be Abau be namo las. Then Lau correct. Lau campaign platform. Fix Abau first. Fix Abau first. After that, we work together and build a new Abau. Abau Gadara. Gadara Abau. Gabina Abau. Abau Valiguna. For our children, our grandchildren, and our future generations. MC Hero Vadan. Laube special advisor or advisor to 5 prime ministers of this country, starting with Sir Michael Somare. I also work with Sir Julius Chan, Sir Rabi Namaliu, Sir Mekere Morata, and finally Peter O'Neill. So Laube, my experience, little bit of experience, not much, but little bit. Laube Lau advice. I was also an advisor to 3 deputy prime ministers of this country. Sir Pukatemu, Don Polier, and Belden Nama. I was also advisor to Sir Mekere, the late Sir Mekere Morata, a very, very good friend of mine, and Belden Nama when they were in the opposition camp. So, both sides of politics, Laudiba. I was a strategic advisor at that level. When that's why I picked the Abau is in a big mess. Abau has many problems. It's time to fix Abau first. Lau campaign launching pad for my campaign is Proverbs 29 verse 18. Proverbs 29 verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Leadership is not a small thing. Leadership is a very big thing. People in parliament, very, very big job, too many challenges. You must have a vision so that you can steer the way forward. Find a new way forward, not be followers, not follow other leaders or other politicians. There is a difference between politicians and leadership. Politicians only look after themselves first. Then when they check their pocket and when some left over, they give it to their supporters and their committee members. And then if there's any left over, they sell it to the rest of our people. That's politician for you. Leader, whether you vote for me, you hate me, or you dislike me, I will support you. That's true leadership. So, Laugo appeal. Mailu told the MA, vote for a leader, don't vote for a politician. If you want to vote for a politician, don't vote for me. I am a leader. I don't follow people around. That's why I don't want to use committee system. Committee system is for politics, made by men, very corrupt, too much stealing, too much fighting, too many corruption. Family system is God's institution. Family is God's institution. So I have decided in this campaign to have a family system and not I am the only candidate who has got a family system. All of them are following each other because they have no new ideas. No new ideas to fix about. When I was special advisor to Sepuka Temu, in his office as Deputy Prime Minister. He came to me and said, Vele, Papua New Guinea really needs a long-term plan. So I love a good response. Sepuka, love the public service last. I am not the Department of National Planning and Monitoring. You go and tell them to do the long-term plan. They go, oh, Les, we've been telling them for all these years and nobody is doing that. Then I say, sack all of them, why are you keeping them? I wrote the Vision 2050. I did the framework in 2008 and wrote the plan in 2009. I wrote the Vision 2050. No mistake. Let there be no mistake. In July 2009, after I had written the Vision 2050, I presented it to Parliament, to all the governors. I am the author. I am the architect. I am the designer of Vision 2050. Do not make any mistake. Sepuka knows that. I have the spirit of the Vision 2050. They're just carrying the coffin around and saying they wrote the Vision 2050. The spirit of Vision 2050 is with Dr. Vele Abau. They are only carrying the plan. It's like a coffin. They are carrying it around and saying, no. 1 month ago, Philippines president was elected. President Bonbon Marcos. His office rang me on my mobile phone. Vele, you wrote the Vision 2050 for Papua New Guinea, so can you help Philippines write the Vision 2050? I said, hey, wait, I'm going for election here. I'm going for campaign. But before I said no, I said, well, can you help me in my people in Abau if I help you? They said, yes. So I said, my conditions to working with the Philippines Office of the President is that they must support Abau agriculture, about fisheries, and about forestry when I get in as member of parliament. That is the condition in which I've started helping them already. Because I wrote the Vision 2050. They know that, the whole world knows that. On the slide here, so you won't see it. When Marape became the Prime Minister, he bought my ticket. Marape buying ticket for me travel of Philippines Airlines, the Mingle of Manila. I was with Marape for 1 week because Marape wants to take back PNG and he wanted agriculture to be the backbone of that plan. He consulted with me for 1 week in Manila. On the slide here is Rainbow Paita, the late Sam Basil, Office of the President of Philippines, myself and Prime Minister Marape in Manila. Me no gaman picture story. Picture story. So today, this year, all candidate, please, I request you to ask 3 questions. All of us, first of all, Oimayemu vision Abau or last? What is your vision for Abau? Second question you must ask all of us. How are you going to fix Abau and what are your plans to make Abau a better place? Finally, you should ask me and all the other 25 candidates, why should I vote for you? What do I offer that all the other 25 candidates do not offer? Then make your choice. If you have already locked yourself, unlock yourself. Do it for your children, your grandchildren, and your future generations. What is Abau's problem? On my slide here, I see pictures of PMBs pushing cars. It's a road, government built road, and we are pushing it because we paid 30 or 50 kina from Botmosi to Kupiano, and we have to push the car before it gets to our village. Is that normal or not? That's development. Is that normal or not? Our development party, is that normal or not? When our friends, our mothers and sisters from Ganai and Merani and Merani, Dom, when they get their garden produce, our mothers and sisters have to carry it on their back. Walk 4 hours to or 5 hours to Kapari market. On a road meant for trucks. On a road meant for trucks. Those PMBs can get up their roads are so bad. What a shame! What a shame! Is that fit for human beings? Itadaka. Ita sisi aporomo itadaka. We are human beings. Hey, give us some respect, please. Give us back our dignity. Oi gorore neganai. Most people Momo by there allow Kupero hospital. If you are lucky, like the bed that bed will be on the floor, sleeping on the mat. But now Kupero hospital is closed. What a shame! What a shame! Itabe sisi aboromo itabe dak. Highlands leaders, young ones who have just got into parliament are doing much better than Abau. Now you may also want him. You may talk big when you want him. Is this normal? I say no. I say this is not normal. We must change it. Choice is yours. Power is in your hands. These elections. You decide, my friends. What do the Abau people really want? When I did the Vision 2050, 3 things our people in all the villages in Papua New Guinea they want. They want money in their pockets and money in their accounts for their families. So that they don't have to go running to member of parliament for DSIP money for school fees, for health services, for bus fare. That's begging. Politicians create beggars. Leaders create followers who have dignity, who have pride to stand up and make a difference. One second thing our people want is they said they want opportunities for business and employment. That is the job of a leader in parliament for Abau. Have we got jobs in Abau anymore? What's happening? There are many highly qualified Abauans, some of them with doctor degree like me, plenty highly educated ones, working on the streets, not only in Port Moresby but all over the country. Brain power not used. Brain power not used. All the villages I've gone to, we should walk in and put in some villages in East New Britain or New Guinea Highlands, they walk in, they put power and power come on. Water they got put there. Now even when them, we are the ones who brought education and go to the Highlands. Now we can even put the switch on and they can put the switch on. Hey, what happened? Do we have any brains or what? Do we have any guts or what? Are we proud to be Abau people or what? I am a proud Abauan. I am a proud Abauan. What is the solution for Abau? Many solutions, but one big solution is right leadership. Not a right politician, a right leadership. Politician, they support. Leaders, they support everybody. Politicians create beggars to follow them around. Leaders create future leaders to follow them around. Politicians create beggars to follow them around. One of them is through the committee system. The other one is because they have no idea how to grow the economy, they just give you DSIP money all the time. Leaders create more leaders so that we can build a bigger and a better Abau and a new Abau. Kadara Abau, Gabina Abau, Abau Waliguna. When I was the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, I was also Chairman of the United Nations Committee on Food Trade and Food Safety. I brought 2 international meetings to Papua New Guinea. One in Medang and one in Kokopo. In those two meetings in Kokopo, I had the governor of East New Britain, Tobaidin Jr., my own minister, Minister Tommy Tomskol, Prime Minister Peter O'Neill, and the head of the United Nations Commission for Food Safety and Food Trade. I am the only one who did that. That's the kind of leadership I bring to Abau. Quality leadership, not gully leadership. So I go and I want a minister here, so I go and join this party and join that party. No! Strong leadership for Abau people. Forget about Papua New Guinea now. There's too many clever people in Papua New Guinea. They can fix themselves. Let's fix Abau first. Let's fix Abau first. That's the kind of leadership, quality of leadership I am offering for Abau at these elections. You have a choice. What do I mean by new Abau? Best of everything. Best schools, best hospitals, best roads, best markets for our farmers and our fishermen and our forest people. That's what I mean. The best of everything. Let me tell you a small story. Singapore is 700 square kilometers. Abau is more than 7,000 square kilometers in land area. Abau has got lots of forests, plenty of sea, plenty of beautiful things. Singapore has nothing. Singapore has 5 million people. Abau has about 100,000 people. Yet Singapore, every Singapore person earns $100,000 per person per year every year. And we are 10 times bigger than Singapore. In Singapore, Abau, how much do we earn? Only about maybe $2,000 to $3,000, 10 to 15,000 kina. Share with us. Singapore people do not have 4 legs. Singapore people do not have 4 hands. Singapore people do not have two heads. No, God made us all the same. God made all of us the same. Singaporeans, Americans, Chinese, Australians. Why should we accept this kind of bullshit? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Time for change. I can't show you, but I have a plan, already mapped, a road map, how we are going to build a new Abau. Fix Abau first and build a new Abau. Starting from my vision statement, mission, I will have 5 areas: agriculture, fisheries, forestry, health, and education. I will focus on those 5 in my first term. In education, I want to start building a leadership academy so that I can start to train young Abauans from 20 years to about 40 years. So they can take over from me straight away. Abau will have a chance of more quality leaders standing to provide leadership, not political. So Abau can create more leaders, not politicians. I have a plan. I have a roadmap. I know how to fix Abau, and I know how to build a new Abau. And I'm inviting all of you to join me on the journey. What will the new Abau do? Abau mata-mata na medaka ya karayo. One of the things I'd like to look at straight away is build community halls for Amazon Bay and Cloudy Bay at Kupiano. Just like they have in Milinde, Alotau. So that when you go down and get stranded, you have a place to sleep with running water and toilets and shower. I want to do that here for Amazon Bay at Kupiano. I'm also looking seriously down the line at extending that to Port Moresby. So you don't have to go and bludge over your own talks, relatives in Port Moresby. Someone takes you by this, just as a token, just pay 1 kina, so that we are seen as, oh, we are paying for our service. That's only a token of appreciation. But it's starting to change our mind. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we can do it. So my plans are to build a community halls in Port Moresby for Aruma Coast, Amazon Bay, and Cloudy Bay. But we will have to do a proper plan for that to then be implemented. Building it is easy, piece of cake. I serve 6.8 million people as a Secretary of Agriculture. Abau is only 100,000. Small things for me. Small things for me. I also my plans are to build a market for our agriculture and especially fisheries products in Port Moresby. I have started some discussions with Governor Powis Pakop and few of his members of parliament now, but I hope they come back. Otherwise, if they lose, then we all say bye-bye to those plans. My plans for the new Abau, how can we make a new Abau reality? Instead of building, council chambers, you just build beautiful buildings using people's money, not government's money, but that's people's money. And it sits there and rots away after 5 years. I want to build trading posts. Trading posts is where we will invite investors to partner with Abau people. So we start a little township around an economy. I want to do that in Margarita for Amazon Bay, Newtown for Cloudy Bay, and Maupa for Aroma Market. I am already thinking ahead to transforming Kupiano town to be a city. Now Kupiano town, no water, no power. Everybody, what a shame! Only 2 hours from Port Moresby. You go to the islands and everywhere. You go to a very remote place. Everything is on. Now you may want to talk big over it. Time for change, my friends. Time for change. Let me tell you, if you want to vote for a politician, don't vote for me. Please. If you want to vote for a politician, don't vote for me. If you want to vote for a leader, then consider me. If you want to vote for somebody who will keep you a slave for the rest of your life, enslave your children for the rest of their lives, and enslave those boomers for the rest of their life, then don't vote for me. I'm the wrong person. I am the wrong person. And I'm sorry if I have been wasting your time. Vote for the right leader. Leader who has guts. Leader who is willing to fight for our people. Leader who has experience and network to make it happen. Not leaders who come and talk. Everything I've told you, I'm already doing. All the other candidates are telling you what they will do. I'm telling you what I'm already doing and what I will continue to do in my life. One of the criticisms I get is, when you were head of department, what did you do for Abau? Let me answer this question once and for all and put it to rest. There are roles of members of parliament and there are roles of heads of departments. All these roles are governed by acts of parliament. And there are processes we follow and systems we follow. Let me outline to you the systems the members of parliament, open members, follow. Firstly, they have to go and consult all the LLGs. When they get all the LLGs together, they do a district plan. The member of parliament, as the chairman of Abau DDAs, should do a district plan, about district plan. They then look at, from the district plan, which projects are they going to look at for government to fund. Then they call a DDA meeting. The member for Abau is the chairman of the board. They approve the projects, agriculture, fisheries, forestry, water. Then the job of our friends in Kupiano, CEO, plus all the advisors, agriculture, they are supposed to write project proposals so that they can submit to the national parliament, national department. In the case of agriculture, it comes to the Department of Agriculture. What we do in the department, we screen the project proposal first. If it is of good quality, we accept it. If it is of not good quality, we send it back and ask them to fix it. We then go to, if it's good, we then take the proposal to Department of National Planning and Monitoring. When they like it, they then put it into the government system for funding considerations. Then we go to Department of Treasury and Department of Finance, who are the money people. They look at the money and they said, yes, there's enough money to fund this project, we'll give it the go-ahead. Then they ask the Department of Agriculture and Livestock to prepare a proposal for budget, national budget. That is the process. The other job that the member should do is start to lobby. He's in politics, he should start to lobby for politics and government support for Abau projects, whether it's agriculture, fisheries, or forestry, or whatever, education. As a head of department, and most all of us head of the former head of, well, as a former head of department, all head of departments, their responsibility and their duty is to make sure that Abau district plans gets all the necessary resources to implement the Abau district plan. The role of the member of parliament, the chairman of Abau DA, is to make sure that the Abau district plan is implemented once it goes those resources. Some of those are DSIP, some come to the PSIP, and some come to other forms of government funding. Let me make it very clear. From 2011 to 2017, Abau district never submitted a proposal to my department for agriculture. Abau district never submitted an agriculture project proposal to Department of Agriculture. I am the head, I was the head, I tell you that. I am a son of Abau. Puka knows me. If he had come, 1, 2, same speed and I go finish. No wasting time. That's the way I operate. Puka knows my style. If he had come to me, bang. Who came to me? Enga, Ipatas, Southern Islands. All the islands MPs and East they came. East Civic, West Civic. Now Abau also one. What's happening in Kupano district? About it, what's happening? Are they there for Abau people or for who? For themselves or for the member or? Tell me. Time for change. Time for change. The reason why we are treated like animals today. This reason why we have accepted the fact that we are animals today because our leaders, our politicians have not supported us. It's because they have tricked us to think that all our answers is in DSIP, 10 million and 20 million. We got so much resources. Our resources are worth over 10 billion. And we are only fighting for 10 million DSIP. At the discretion of the member, at the politician, not a leader. So, you want to change, don't know. If you don't want to change, then I'll just stop and I'll go back to my village. Time to change, my friends. One of the things that politicians in this country have done is that they have replaced God with themselves. So we carry them on the church and carry them all over, whether they perform or not. So how many gods are we serving? Only one, but there's 111 of them in parliament. We are worrying about. We carry them all over the place, even if they don't deliver. Are they gods or what? No. I only have one God. My God is in heaven. So, my friends, my question 3, Either 26, I will put our hands up. Ask us 3 questions. Do you have a vision for Abau? What are your plans to make Abau a better place? And why should you vote for me? Daka then I'll give my vote to you. Those are 3 questions you must ask me. I have indicated to you what I offer and why you should vote for me. Please ask the other 25 candidates. Or 5 went, so ask the other 20 the same question. My father was a teacher. He went up to the islands with Philip Tau's father, and they educated all our friends on the islands in the 60s and the 70s. He died last year on August 19. Pate Ilaaba. He died, Pat Ilaaba died on 19th August last year. When he was sick, I used to visit him and say, Vele, Nauku, Ari time pay vote. I used to tell him, Dad, you get better face and you will be the first one to cast my vote in the 2022 general elections. Sadly, he is not here with me today, but I have no doubt that my father and my brother, the late Reverend Alupet Ilaawa, are up there in heaven and they have already cast their first vote for me, for Abau district. This year all of us will go to the polling booths. 5 seconds will decide, when you mark the candidate you want, 5 seconds will decide what kind of Abau you want, what Abau will look like. Don't blame other people, please. The power is in your hands. Thank you, kamu. Thank you, God bless you all and God bless Abau.